A man walked into my lot on a Tuesday with a folder and a grievance. He didn't want to pick anything up, he wanted to drop something off. A satellite, dead for 6 years.
It's done, it's finished, I just need it off my books.
I told him he'd walked into the wrong kind of lot. This is an impound lot. Things arrive here. Nothing leaves because somebody got tired of it, and you very much don't abandon one a few hundred miles straight up. He assumed that once a satellite dies, it stops being his. That's the first thing everyone gets wrong. In orbit, ownership doesn't expire. It doesn't even fade. There's a treaty from 1967. An object you launch stays yours the whole time it's up there. Breaking down doesn't change that. Being forgotten doesn't either.
So I still own a broken machine I can't even reach?
You own it, you're responsible for it, and a second treaty from 1972 says your country pays if it ever hurts someone. That's not ownership you get to hand back.
Then where do I sign to give it up?
There's no form. Nobody ever built a way to abandon a satellite. The people who wrote the rules never pictured you wanting to. Then I walked him out to see the lot, not his one satellite, all of it. We track more than 45,000 objects up there right now. About 9,000 are working satellites. The rest is inventory nobody's coming back for.
And the rest is junk.
The rest is the lot. Dead satellites, spent rocket stages, and the shrapnel they've made hitting each other, better than 16,000 tons of hardware, held up by nothing but speed. And that's only the pieces big enough to see. An estimated 130 million are smaller than your fingernail. We can't track them, we can't dodge them, we just know they're up there.
So you can't even see most of it.
And here's the part that keeps me at this desk. Even if every country stopped launching tomorrow, the lot keeps filling for 200 more years. The wrecks make wrecks faster than the air can drag them down. It never empties. That's the whole problem, in 3 words. He asked if there were at least rules now. There are, but for a long time the meter ran slow. The old guideline was 25 years to clear a dead satellite out of the busy lanes. A guideline, not a law, and widely ignored. Then in 2022, the American regulator cut it to 5 and made it a rule. Took effect in 2024. A dead satellite in low orbit has 5 years to come down.
5 years to move a dead thing I can't touch.
If it's low enough, the air drags it down for free. Any higher, and coming down costs fuel. So most operators burn that fuel, keeping the satellite alive 1 more month instead. And the rule only counts going forward. Everything already up there is grandfathered in, parked, and exempt. Then he asked the obvious one. If it's just sitting there, dead and quiet, why does anyone care? Up here, park doesn't mean still. Everything on the lot is doing 17,000 miles an hour. At that speed, a fleck of paint hits like a bullet. A dead satellite hits like a bomb. A scientist named Kessler wrote this down back in 1978. One collision makes thousands of new fragments. Those fragments cause the next collisions, which make thousands more. It's a chain reaction with no brakes.
So it feeds itself.
It feeds itself. Push it far enough, and a whole orbit becomes a shooting gallery nobody can cross. We're not there, just close enough to have named it. I told him, it isn't only a problem up there, sometimes the lot spills. In March 2024, a piece came through a roof in Naples, Florida. It was metal from a battery pallet the space station threw overboard in 2021, 5,800 pounds, aimed to burn up on the way down. Most of it did. One piece, about 1.5 pounds, didn't.
It hit a house.
Punched through the roof and 2 floors. The family filed a claim for $80,000. NASA settled for $44,151.22. And here's the twist. That absolute liability treaty, the one that makes a country pay, only bites when the junk lands in another country. Fall on your own citizens, and it's just an ordinary lawsuit. The strongest rule in space stops at your own border.
So the big treaty didn't even apply.
Not to the people underneath it. They just got the regular kind of unlucky. By now, he wanted good news. Surely somebody's up there cleaning this up. A tow truck for orbit. Not really. One mission got close, flew up to a dead rocket stage, circled it, took photographs, then it left, cleared to look, not to touch.
Wait, they just took pictures?
It took very good pictures. The mission that actually grabbed something is still years out. Europe planned a real one, picked a target, a leftover rocket adapter, and started building the tow truck. Then, before they could get there, the target got hit by other debris. And broke into more debris.
The junk they were going to clean up.
Got hit by junk. They had to pick a new one. So far, the number of pieces anyone has actually towed away is 0. Before he left, I showed him the oldest thing on the lot, a satellite called Vanguard 1, launched in 1958, about the size of a grapefruit. It went silent in 1964. Dead, quiet, and technically still ours for 60 years, and it'll keep circling for roughly 240 more.
And nobody can bring it down?
Nobody's tried. It isn't hurting anyone, it's just parked, the first car on the lot, and it'll outlast everyone who ever reads its file. That's what I told him about his own satellite. You don't get rid of it, you join the list. It's yours until physics files the paperwork, and physics is in no hurry. Subscribe. It costs you nothing, and unlike everything on my lot, it comes down the moment you decide you're done.